Hi guys, welcome back to the Heel Project. We are back with what just happened at Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is done and dusted.
One in the books, 2024.
Are we going to say that one in the what? I thought we were going to ricochet.
Another one in the books for 2024.
It is. It is. And
in the books.
In the Bucks. Not the Young Bucks. The Bucks.
BOOKF.
That's it. Boys, it is nice to be finished a pay-per-view after at like 20 to 2 in the afternoon.
Brilliant.
We're filming this at 1:30 in the afternoon.
It's 20 to 2.
It's very weird, but yeah.
I've got this shut because it's too bright outside.
You got too excited? What?
It's too bright outside, so I've had to shut this.
Shut the curtains because I was too excited.
Too excited. Wheel was on.
Okay. Right. We had a weird moment during the pre-show there anyway. Well, not a weird moment, just a bit of a... what was the point of that? Kabuki Warriors. That's not a swear word. The Kabuki Warriors. It means the art of singing and dancing warriors.
The word that Dan calls them warriors, yeah.
In fact, I have not called it once today. It's been you the entire time on our stream over on twitch.tv/The Heel Project. Also,
No.
And hello everybody on stream.
The Kabuki Warriors. So
you call them the proper.
Oh, right. Yes, I called them that. Yes, Asuka and Kairi Sane retain their titles against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. It was on a pre-show, bit pointless. Yeah. Indy got a moment.
That's what it was for.
Sort of.
Yeah. It was.
She got to lose in front of her family.
Yeah. It was like, well, Indy's here anyway. Shall we? Candice. Even that, it's like, well, why has Candice travelled? Like, it's not if though Johnny was doing anything. It was.
I think it was one of those. We've got a tag team women's title. Where are we going to put a match on? I'll tell you where we'll put it match on because we forgot we even had the belts. Let's put it on a Chamber pre-show.
It would have.
Just feel like they forgot the belts.
The whole thing would have made a lot more sense if we were having Monday Night Raw in Australia, but we're not. So it's
to be fair, it was the only other title defender tonight.
Yeah. Apart from the main one, yeah. True. Both Australian women's involved. Before that, we had the first match of the night on the main show, Women's Elimination Chamber. It was pretty good. The ending in particular was very strong. It was well booked. I thought actually the ending segment, but before that we had Tiffany Stratton.
How over
showing off.
Tiffany Stratton?
Incredible, just incredible.
So over.
She's very over as well. Yeah, the crowd were.
Liv was getting booed.
Very behind her.
For fighting.
Liv got booed, but I'm not surprised by that because she's not great.
No, but she's a fan favourite normally. The fans don't normally boo her, but because she was fighting Tiffany Stratton, she was getting boos. So it shows how over Tiffany Stratton is.
But some great spots and a nice little swanton from Tiff as well.
Beautiful.
Not really a little one.
Top of the pod.
Yeah.
It was honestly, she was so crisp in everything she did as well. Absolute highlight. Honestly,
big fans.
Probably through the whole show, she was the best. The best wrestler through the whole night.
Yeah, we're big fans.
I agree. Are we happy that Becky won?
As I thought it was going to be. It sets up Mania perfect.
Becky versus Rhea.
Honestly, my only criticism for that whole match is the fact that Liv pinned Tiff. That shouldn't have happened. Just flat out shouldn't have happened.
It should have been Becky.
Yeah. Well, either Becky or even Bianca, or
you could get away with Bianca.
Just someone that's that main event caliber. That I'm sorry, but Liv is not main event caliber. She's just not.
No. All I'd say is I wouldn't mind a bit of a feud. Just get her practicing some stuff a bit more. She's a brilliant wrestler already, but get her doing some bits and not push her so quick. I like the way they kind of slow built Tiffany Stratton into the main picture.
Well, I still have this thought that if we get to this year's Mania and it gets announced that it is Minnesota, I think we could see our first world title win next year. Next Mania in her home state.
I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah, I think that's plenty of time. It's not like a rocket wrapped to her.
No, it's over a year.
It's a nice little slow space shuttle.
You know, I'd like her to do it though from either a Rumble or a Money in the Bank cash in, something like that.
Maybe a Rumble, not a Money in the Bank. Though. The thing is with the women's roster, you'll see a lot of the time with the women's roster when they bring in someone new, if they're good, they get pushed. They get pushed right to the top instantly.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And they're normally champion within a year. Like some of them within a month.
Yeah.
Like, AJ Lee, prime example, Paige, prime example. Like, they get pushed to that point straight away.
Yeah.
A Rumble win would be good.
I like the fact that they're not doing that with Tiff, but also at some point they're going to have to. She's so good that they can't keep her away from that scene forever.
No, and then if she does go there, you can't. Okay, maybe she could lose the first time, maybe the second time, but you certainly know more than that.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But in terms of the rest, there wasn't a lot to write home about, was there?
Raquel was looking strong. She had a decent couple of moments in there where she looked really powerful.
She did. She looked different tonight. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Like, we all said it. She didn't look like she normally looks. Well, we couldn't tell why.
Whether it was
she's been ill, but
light, different, whether it was something going on, whether if it's I don't know. It just didn't look like Raquel. It was very odd.
But it wasn't a bad thing. She didn't look bad or anything. No. She didn't she just looked very different. It was weird.
You said it kind of seemed like we were going to get a bit of a heel Raquel tonight.
I felt like it could have been teased at points.
Yeah. So interesting.
Next up, Judgment Day retained their titles against the New Catch Republic.
Yeah.
That was what it was. Oh, in fact, we'll
go some great spots.
Quickly jump back. Becky versus Rhea at Mania then. Who's winning that one?
Rhea.
I really hope Rhea.
I personally think Rhea as well. Right, Judgment Day retaining against New Catch Republic.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you going to say about it, boys?
There were some really good spots in the match. There was some of the tag team, like actual tag team wrestling.
The Birmingham Hammer.
Birmingham,
yeah.
Which is basically just a burning hammer, but
two of them,
and it wasn't even a burning hammer because a burning hammer goes. Look, that's just me being pedantic. Yes, it was essentially a burning hammer, but with two of them doing it at the same time. It worked really well. It was nice.
I think we got Dan's worst moment of the night.
Yeah. I don't understand how a ref can kick out Dominic Mysterio when Dominic Mysterio. Well, she didn't even see Dominic Mysterio doing anything wrong, and all she heard was Tyler Bates saying he did something. Well, obviously he's going to do that. He's his opponent, or he's
pretty much what happened. Yeah.
And I was like, you can't do that. It's just.
It was bad. Yeah.
That one beginning with S and H.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. It was really bad. It was pretty much stuff. I think it was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen like that. But I really can see, do you know that we've said it a few times tonight, that multi-man tag team ladder match, maybe something like that at Mania, the big match like that. And I think we're going to get that DIY.
Judgment Day, maybe Catch Republic, and then
Miz and R-Truth.
Yeah, that'd be my 4. Yeah, that'd be my 4. Yeah, I'd be good with that.
Get them in there.
Link even mentioned the fact we could be a good way to split the belts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a ladder match would be
in a ladder match if
multi-man ladder match,
one member from each tag team goes up,
2 different belts. Jobs are good.
Yeah, I'd be good with that. But
it's good into it.
It served its purpose on the show. It was weird that because Dom didn't come out with Rhea, did he?
No.
Nah.
That was odd.
Nah. No, well, it was all about Rhea, wasn't it? Let's be honest. The whole pay-per-view was about Rhea. It just was.
It was.
Considering there was 2 Australians in the final. It's disgusting. In the main event.
That's the final.
They don't claim her, so it's fine.
No, they don't claim her. No. We think Finn might have done something to his thumb, but we're not entirely sure. It looked like he kind of dislocated.
He definitely did something.
He done something.
He had blood, and he was looking at it constantly. Like he did something to his thumb. We just don't know what.
But it could have easily been at that point just a deep cut. I don't know. Maybe a dislocation. We thought it looked weird. Maybe he popped it back. I don't know. But either way, a thumb injury isn't going to keep him out, is it? Maybe he'll something on it.
Weirder things have happened. Man.
Well, unless he gets some sort of weird illness from Pete Dunne's mouth, which is where we thought he cut it.
Definitely possible.
Yeah.
Definitely possible.
Right, and it's great that it's so short because I'm now already on to the men's chamber. Men's chamber.
Also good.
I thought it was the best match of the night, and I actually think this is one of the better ones in the last few years. For sure.
They have got a They have got a bit stale sometimes.
I think this has been the best.
Years.
This has been the best men's chamber since we started watching as the Heel Project. I genuinely do. We've been doing it 3 years. It's our fourth. We're going into our 4th year in May.
We've had a couple of spots in others, but this one, as an all-round whole match, this was very good.
Yeah. Just the fact we played on the pod so much was actually really well done. The fact that we ended up with LA Knight smacking Drew McIntyre against all the pods, and then Logan just stood there smiling and laughing whilst he was inside his, and then dragged Drew McIntyre to Kevin Owens one. And instead of Kevin Owens just standing there and laughing, he kept on punching the pod, so the pod was giving nothing back as Drew was headbutting it. So it would have been like Drew was just headbutting a brick wall, which I thought was.
I enjoyed that.
Which was great. We ended up with even the pods themselves. We ended up with Bobby and Logan being speared through the pod by Bobby.
Yeah, and Kevin Owens went through as well.
Kevin Owens went through one.
Thrown through one as well, yeah.
And even Logan writing bad things about Kevin Owens on the pod. Kevin sucks with a fat person drawing on it. Why
the big arrow.
It was
all the pen in there.
It was all good fun, and I actually liked the use of the pods in this one. It was actually really well done. There was we ended up with one spot from Logan off the top of it. I'm trying to think who else we had off the top of a pod.
We had a extra person in the pod at one point. AJ.
Well, that was in the chamber. He was in the chamber.
Yeah.
But yeah, AJ came out, stopped LA Knight.
Like little Jimmy wasn't in the match.
Attacked LA Knight after who got eliminated first? Oh, Drew. Bobby. Bobby went first. Yeah, of course he did. And that opened the door for LA Knight. Well, sorry, AJ Styles to attack LA Knight. And then LA Knight also got eliminated by Drew McIntyre.
Styles clash onto the chair. So that was a good little spot.
Damaged chair as well by the point that Styles clashed him onto it. That was a bit.
Seems like that's been set up for Mania now. AJ LA Knight.
Kevin Owens
definitely set up, whether it ends up at Mania or not. Yeah, we'll see.
Kevin Owens went out, and we was expecting maybe something with him and Logan Paul. He was out next. We thought there's definitely something going on here. Because if LA Knight's going with AJ, then it's gonna make sense that we've had Kevin Owens the whole way through against Logan Paul. That's how it's going to be for Mania as well, and that they weren't involved in Kevin Owens' exit, and obviously Kevin Owens wasn't involved in Logan's either straight after, but they were both eliminated by Randy Orton, which was interesting. Because
Logan ended up as a triple threat, by the way. Just
could
a
well
thought.
Could well
do.
But Logan had his brass knuckles ready, wasn't he? And he was gearing up whilst Drew and Randy were down in the final 3. And then the camera zooms in on Logan's face, and he's laughing. He puts his hands out.
Best camera bit of the night.
Really good camera work. And then this Randy Orton just appears from the side of the screen. RKO in Logan. Boof, onto the mat. Pins in 1, 2, 3. I thought that was the best bit of camera work all night.
I mean, you say he appears in the camera like he was literally horizontal as he came into camera shot.
He
just jumped into camera and pulled him straight through. It was really, really
It was a proper close-up as well. So you kind of knew something was going to happen, but no one expected that, I don't think.
Nah. It was very.
I thought Logan was going to turn it.
I wasn't expecting us to still get the RKO while still zoomed in, which I thought
exactly.
Was really
cool. I thought we'd get Logan to turn around and it'll pan out to
into
the
an RKO, but no. Whilst he's still laughing, boom. But then that caused basically the end of the match, really, didn't it? We had lots of back and forth with Drew and Randy. Randy's got a back issue. Could be.
Randy's good at his job.
Yeah, he could be legit. But
they're selling that injury.
I'm definitely leaning towards that he's fine. I'm hoping that he's fine because I'm looking forward to Randy versus Logan Paul. Maybe.
Yeah, Randy's just good at his job. Like he can sell. Like
Randy was about to pick up the win.
He's good at it.
But yeah, Logan Paul cost Randy Orton to win the chamber by using the brass knuckles because he hadn't actually got kicked out. We did sort of mention it like a half a minute before. But
he was still lingering.
Logan hasn't gone. The door hasn't opened to get Logan out, and he was still there. Boom, hits up. It's Orton with the brass knuckles. And then I don't think Drew even did anything after that, did he? Just pinned him. I'll have that. I'll have that. Thank you very much.
Well, Drew had just been RKO'd.
He had. Yeah. I thought it was a bit.
And which
was very
quick kind of no-sold and just went straight to a pin. It's just like, oh, okay.
It was a little bit quick. There could have been a little bit more of a delay, and I mean, it could have emphasised how good the brass knuckles were if there would have been an even bigger delay.
I wouldn't mind taking an Orton Logan Paul feud though.
Yeah, and it gives us Drew versus Seth, which is predictable, but all right.
I think it's the perfect thing to do.
Yeah.
Especially now we've got Hill Drew. Even better now.
The issue was that if we were getting Drew versus Seth, with Orton having nothing, I'd have been like, that's a waste.
Yeah.
Do you know
but I didn't see them putting Orton in the US title picture, and I was like, I like that.
Do you know what's weird for me about Drew versus Seth? They're both feuding with Punk.
This is what I think's best. Because Punk's going to be coming back.
Well, I mean,
don't know what's happened with the whole Mania Rumble thing. Was he supposed to win? Was he not? When he comes back, them three are going to have a little triple threat feud going on for a while, and I think they're quite good. 3 decent people on the mic. I don't mind it.
I can see a fatal 4-way coming for that one as well. Actually, at some point, once Punk's back, because we've still got Priest involved as well at some point.
Yeah,
and we could see a fatal 4-way with Priest as champion at the time.
Priest starting to run out of time to be able to.
And what I'm thinking, I'm wondering whether he cashes in before Money in the Bank, wins it, and then we end. Because what is it? We got Mania, and then Backlash in France.
In France, yeah.
Maybe it could be that when he cashes in. Well, he's going to cash. You'd like to think he's going to cash in as soon as Seth's fit, wouldn't you?
Are we going to get it the night after Mania?
We could get it the night after Mania. We could get it at Mania. We could get it before Mania. Honestly, this is kind of the beauty of the briefcase, isn't it? You could do anything with it.
Or who's got the briefcase? The proper briefcase.
The thing is, at the moment, with them still being tag champions as well, though, they're busy. They've got other things that they're doing.
Yeah. So it's not
so it makes
bad.
them less likely to be a cash-in, if I'm honest.
This is why I think after Mania, get the Mania match out of the way. Because I think the tag teams that also being, Judgment Day are going to drop them at Mania, I think.
But he's got until the 6th of July.
Yeah. There's no while yet.
I found out.
Is that when the next Money in the Bank is?
Money in the Bank is. So we could cash it in, and then we could have potentially a fatal 4-way for Money in the Bank. At Money in the Bank. And then another cash in after that. That'd be nuts.
That's less than 4 months.
Yeah.
But
I can see those 4 sort of involved in something for sure.
Have we ever? What's the longest someone's ever held on to a Money in the Bank contract? I think it might be Seth holding it all the way to Mania from July. So if we go past Mania and he's still got the contract, he'll be the longest person to ever hold the contract, I think.
Well, that's it. Or do we get Priest at Mania? Performing another heist of the century against the man that performed the heist of the century.
At the minute,
that would be actually making it. Yeah,
Carmella.
Well, that's what happened with.
Yeah. I don't think that.
Roman, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it became triple threat.
Yeah, I don't think that'll suit Priest at the minute, though. Personally,
Carmella 287 days. Edge 280 days.
Is the longest reigning men's. What was that from though? That's 80 off a year. Or 2 months off a year.
Was that one of the early ones?
Yeah, that'd be about right though. That'd be all right though.
Yeah, so that'd be because he won it at Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mania's.
And then it was Seth was third for longest.
Yeah, so yeah, he's gonna be one of the longest because he won it at Mania and then kept hold of it until New Year's resolution, didn't he? Yeah. And he cashed in. Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't.
Edge's longest men's.
That'd be
that
good.
Makes sense.
So yeah, I think Punk will then be easy to slot in that whole mix anyway, won't he? Once he's back anyway. And to be fair, it could be that match ends in nothingness at Mania because of Punk.
Do you know the bit I like? I found Seth's title being a bit. It's been a bit. I've been a bit bored of the whole his title run at the minute. So this could liven it right up again. Make it really interesting.
I'll tell you what. You want to liven it up? We've still got the whole situation with The Rock.
Yeah. Well, we had that before the Chamber as well. Actually, we had the Grayson Waller effect as the show. Yeah. That was good. I enjoyed that segment.
Cody has said he
Cody challenged The Rock. Yeah. Well,
and
he said one-on-one. He said he wants to fight with The Rock.
He said one-on-one, and
he said one-on-one.
Seth come in and said, "No, I've got your back. It's never just one-on-one."
Because it's never one-on-one. Is why he was saying that. Was why he got involved.
I still think that's going to end up a tag match, whether it happens at Mania Night 1 or whether it happens another time. I don't know. But could you imagine if that happens Night 1, and then both all three, Cody, Roman, and Seth, all do double duty for night 2.
Pretty crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Drew McIntyre would just be sat there smiling like the whole time.
Well, I'm wondering whether CM Punk then could even get involved in it and come out with some chairs, beat down both Seth and Drew, and then Priest cashes in, and that's how we end up with the Fatal 4-Way for the next event.
It'll be good. My only issue is this, the roster's so big already. If you got 3 of them doing double duty, that's less time for other matches and other people to get. But they're big names, so
because Punk won't be back for Mania, will he? But he might be.
I don't think so.
He
could make an appearance.
Yeah,
I think Punk's out for a while.
I thought it was a 3-month thing.
No, that was Seth's. Was only supposed to be like 2-3 months.
I suppose I don't think
anyone that's here in our Twitch chat at the minute be able to tell us whilst we're chatting.
Sure that Punk was like 6 months.
Oh, okay. Well, that would completely change my plans then. So if you're about to go and write a comment in our YouTube comments, calm down.
Yeah,
we've discussed it. Stop getting ahead of yourself.
30th of January.
Or do it anyway, because algorithms
abuse me.
Comment for us. Yes.
30th of January. Torn tricep tends to be around 6 months.
Yeah, I thought 6 months
in January.
Oh, okay, that messes with my
plans. That's June time.
So Money in the Bank time.
Yeah.
/ Bash at Berlin.
Unless it goes any quicker, but normally around June time.
Grayson Waller's now a face? Question mark.
I think that was a one-off, but there's definitely teasing something between him and Theory there.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Waller Theory at Mania as well?
I wouldn't mind that.
I'll be honest, I don't want to see that. I want to see them as a tag team.
I'd love to see them as a tag team forever. Not forever, for a long time.
If we did get a face Waller against the very, very heel Logan Paul, that wouldn't be a match. I wouldn't mind seeing that match. Okay. Waller Logan, I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. I think it'd be quite good.
As I say, you know, his social media stuff for Grayson Waller isn't actually real, right? You know, that's the character.
No, I just think them two in a match would be quite good.
I was going to say like the social media superstars against each other. It's like there's character beat.
And you've got, if Waller does go face against the heel Logan, I think it'd be a good match. Them two.
Would be a good.
Waller's a very good wrestler.
He's not bad.
I like his stuff.
But anyway, we are here for one reason only.
Main event.
Main event. It's a Rhea Ripley show. Not the Grayson Waller effect, the Rhea Ripley show. Rhea bloody Ripley.
That's the one.
Holy crap, I haven't put it out yet. I haven't put out our men's elimination chamber as I'm talking right now. Our reactions on our TikTok. But go and watch our TikTok. And if I remember at some point, once I've done the TikToks, I'll leave it just popping up here at 23 minutes in. There you are. That's my own brain, really. But watch those. It was the last 3 or 4 minutes in that match. It was insane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Samoan drop onto the table, onto the monitors. So then Nia then not breaking. So, God, that must have hurt even more.
Yeah, didn't clear the table first, which was just
brave, silly, foolish.
A bit, yeah.
But I also quite liked it.
Yeah.
And then Nia jumping from the swivel chair, by the way.
Yeah, swivel chair.
That's brave enough. That was brave enough. And then on
that swivel chair did move.
On to Rhea. Through the table. Back into the ring.
I feel like she was going for a splash, and because it swiveled, she turned it into an elbow. I think
exactly.
I really managed to change it in mid-move because she realised and was like, "Oh,
it bloody worked."
Fair play to Rhea. Fair play to Nia, by the way. That she did really well in this match.
She looks really they made her look really strong.
And then had lots of ooh ah on the outside, didn't we? With we thought we were gonna get, what was that move between Rhea and Nia that you thought was going to happen? We were like, no way, deadlift.
Oh, she was going for a deadlift suplex. That's never going to happen. Like,
they did tease it for a second. It was like
early hell. But the fact that we finished with what was it? Was it a suit? Did Rhea suplex her?
Yeah, she hit the superplex.
Yeah, so it was a superplex off of the off of the top rope. And then she hit her with her finisher. I forget the name. Ripside. That's the one. Oh,
the match.
Oh,
they both look really strong.
I can't believe how much I actually enjoyed Rhea versus Nia Jax. Like, then
Nia, honestly, since she's come back, has been a completely different wrestler. Completely different wrestler. She's been so good.
The only bit that let down for me.
I gotta be honest. I think right now on the roster, Nia Jax might be one of the most underrated wrestlers.
Yeah. I've said the only bad thing for me was
that's quite a change in statement, isn't it?
It was obvious that Rhea was going to win this match, and if they made it a multi-person match, it was kind of obvious that they would have made it go. Could she lose the title, but not get pinned? But because it was a one-on-one, it kind of made it obvious it was winning from the get-go. It's a shame a bit, but.
Yeah, I think it was a bit obvious that Rhea was going to win this match.
Rhea was not going to drop the title and get pinned in our home country.
I want to point out to you boys that we all agreed at the start it was going to be like it was in Cardiff, and it was a glamorized house show, albeit with elimination chambers. But we knew what the results were going to be.
It was about the spots.
Yeah. And it sort of finished setting up the last few bits, which is exactly how they did it when they came to Cardiff as well. They set up a couple of extra bits for the future storylines, but they didn't change. It didn't affect any sort of storyline too much. But we knew the results.
They just added the Randy bits in with Logan and teased a few bits.
The Randy bit I didn't see. AJ Styles, LA Knight, I saw coming.
It makes sense, but
I saw coming, but maybe not where it did. But yeah, overall, boys, how do we normally rate them? I can't remember. Is it a 5 or out of 10?
10.
I'd say it was a good 8.
I was thinking 8.
I was thinking 8. It's fair. Yeah, bang on.
8.5 because of the Birmingham Hammer.
No, that'd make it a 7.5 if I'm honest.
8.5.
Yeah, no, 8. Mainly because the Burning Hammer itself is a better move than the Birmingham Hammer, which is just...
terrible. No.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But thank you very much, guys. Please leave a like, share, subscribe on this video, and we will catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.